in, I'm doing my first ever live stream of my tarot readings. So I was recently called to share my gifts of my tarot readings because it's something that I've always been interested in, but I never personally took it upon myself to try it. So I wanted to share that with you now and do my first ever live reading. So this is going to be a reading for the collective. I ask that you take a moment and think about which card resonates with you, 1, 2, or 3, and I'm going to go through each of those. So just let me know if you have any questions along the way or want clarifications on anything. This is something new for me, so I do ask that you be patient, but I hope that you enjoy. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to chime in. If you'll just give me one moment, I'm trying to pull up the chat right now so that I can engage with you in real time. So just give me a moment here, please. And while I'm doing that, again, just sit here and think about which card resonates the most with you, 1, 2, or 3, before I begin the reading. If there's a certain area of your life that you want clarification on, I ask that you think about that right now, okay? All right, okay, so I'm getting the live chat up here now. Wonderful. Oh, I don't know why it's, how strange, why is it turned sideways like that? Let me turn the angle of this so we can fix that. Oops. Sorry, I'm just getting adjusted here, like I said. Trying to figure out the new angle. There we go. Okay. Now we're cooking. Great. Okay. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing I don't know why it keeps adjusting like that. I'm going to be doing a reading for the collective here. So I ask that, again, you think about which card resonates the most with you right now. We have card 1, card 2, and card 3. So just think about an area of your life that you'd like to get clarification on before I start the reading. Just take a moment and think about whether it's a money question, a love question, a career question, something you just want clarification on. And I'm going to go through them now. So for those of you who selected card number 1, we have 8 of Wands in the upright. Now, wands always have to do with our passions, our creativity, our inner spark, our inner fire. So you can think about kind of like Harry Potter, right? It's where all of the energy and momentum comes from. So, and an 8 card too technically has to do with abundance. 8 is kind of like an abundance number. So with the 8 of Wands, I'm seeing a lot of forward momentum. You can see all of the wands are pointing forward. It seems like they're kind of just moving in a forward trajectory. There's a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of acceleration behind them, a lot of magic. I mean, there's a lot of magic energy here because when you think about the cycle of 1 through 10, 8 is kind of towards the end of it. So you're getting into a more abundant time. Maybe there's something that you've been working on and it's finally picking up steam. Like all that hard work is finally paying off. You're stepping into a season where the universe is no longer dragging its feet. Like there's going to be a lot of momentum and you better be ready because it is coming in. If you ever felt stuck or delayed, suddenly all of this is going to snap into place for you. It's a moment where energetic backlogs clear up and everything, the slate is kind of wiped clean and you're ready to keep going. So if you want to think about it almost like a green light from the universe saying you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, everything is going in the right direction, even if it feels like nothing is happening, the momentum is building. And this card also symbolizes where everything kind of hits you all at once. That's why there's so many wands here, as opposed to like a one or a two that's lower down in the cycle. You're nearing the end. You're not at the end, but you're kind of past that hump. You're building, like I said, all that momentum, and now things are finally going to keep moving forward for you. It's not that the timing was wrong, it's that everything was trying to align itself for you. Everything was trying to get itself in order. So don't think of the delay as something negative. It's just there was momentum that was building, and now it's finally ready to be unleashed. So in this season, you can expect to receive maybe a lot of messages or invitations or opportunities or collaborations, because things are starting to shift rapidly for you. So manifestations that felt really far away can now be coming into their own. So you're finally over the hump, essentially. So all that hard work is paying off. You don't need to stress anymore. You can kind of lay back and relax a little bit. And you may even notice that more synchronicities are popping up. It may feel like there's a lot of magic in the air, because there's a lot of energy here. Like I said, the 8 is all about abundance. It's all about you coming into your own, you getting that bag. So the thing is, are you ready for it? And what I'm feeling is yes, you are. You're actually at a point where you're like, thank God, like all this effort and energy I've been putting in is finally going to pay off. So don't doubt yourself. This is a time where doubt can creep in, especially, like I said, if you're getting a lot of those invitations and opportunities that are flooding your way. It may feel a little overwhelming, especially if you've been spending a lot of time on your own or working in solitude. I feel like for all my entrepreneurs out there, that lonely road of going at it by yourself is finally going to pay off. So take advantage of those networking opportunities, collaborate with other people, because that's where you're really going to hit your next level, and it's going to come at you quick. So don't shrink back. And yeah, the stagnancy is over. Your momentum is here. So just trust the speed. Everything is happening on purpose for you. Like it's all coming together. So, you got it in the bag. All right, so now on to my number 2 cards. Like I said, I want you, if you're just now tuning in, I'm just doing a general reading for the collective here. So I ask you to think about a certain area of your life, something that you want to get a little more clarity on. And then I'm going to do just a general reading on it. So this was for my number 1 card, people. So now we're going to be getting into card number 2. And what's really interesting about this reading too is that all the cards came in the upright. So you pretty much can't go wrong with whichever one you're picking. All right, my card number 2, Queen of Pentacles. So a little bit of similar energy in terms of 8 of Wands, but Pentacles specifically has to do with your money, your bag, your coin. And when you're in the Queen energy, you're very much in that receptive feminine energy. And if you think about the cycle that the cards go through, Queen is kind of nearing the end. Not quite the King, but definitely not at the beginning. Like you are definitely coming into your own here. Financial abundance is definitely in the cards here. It's like you're in that receiving mode. You're in that feminine mode. And you may not be able to see it, but there is like a little rabbit in the corner. And rabbits definitely symbolize abundance, fertility, and not necessarily in the pregnancy sense, right? Like abundance of opportunity. You're pregnant with potential here. So the Queen is this embodiment of confidence. I've got myself. So if you selected this card, you're entering a chapter where real stability, both internally and externally, is taking place. You finally have that balance from your internal world and your external world. And most of the time when we balance ourselves internally, that's when the external comes to match us. That's where manifestation really takes place, is when you balance the internal and then the external comes to play. This is wealthy woman energy. So you can kind of step out of that caretaker mode, that always looking out for everyone else's best interests now, and now you can finally step into your own. This is also considered the grounded healer energy. So it's the version of you who knows how to nurture herself, who knows how to take care of herself, who prioritizes herself and her healing journey, and still takes care of others, but you're no longer a people pleaser. You're not abandoning yourself in relationships, in your career. You're not overgiving anymore. You have stepped into your own. You're leveling up your self-worth and stepping into a more empowered relationship with money, lifestyle, well-being. Maybe you're even picking out better routines, having stronger boundaries and habits that support your long-term vision. Like you are in that boss babe, boss bitch, queen energy. The only thing I would caution here is, just check in and make sure, are there any areas of your life where you may still be over giving or under receiving? Are you still maybe have a little bit of that masculine energy left over where you're tying your self-worth to productivity? So it's really time to embody putting yourself first. And this may feel uncomfortable to you. This may be something that you're not used to doing. You're used to making sure everyone around you is okay. But this card is saying you're good. Focus on you. Everything else will fall into place. Like you need to look out for number one right now, because when your life is in order and you're taken care of, then everyone else in your life is going to benefit as well. All right. So now for my card number 3, people. If you selected card number 3, 6 of Cups, you're kind of overcoming some emotional challenges here. So Cups has to do with our emotions, our energy, water. It's intuitive. And with the 6 of Cups, in the 6, I should say, is you're overcoming challenges in life. And you're finally reconnecting to that more playful energy, that innocence, that healing. So you've been struggling recently, but now you're in that overcoming phase. Like you're over the hump too. So you're being guided back to parts of yourselves that you may have lost along the way. Maybe you overgave in the past. Maybe you didn't expect enough of others. You were just overgiving in a lot of ways. So now you get to be more imaginative and creative and trusting of yourself. This is almost an invitation to your inner child to say, it's okay, you're safe now, you're healed. You can feel joyful, you can be playful, you can reconnect, you can remember who you used to be. I know it might be hard to see, but there's like some reciprocity here. Like you're giving to somebody else. Like it's safe for you now, so you feel safe to share with others too. Because when you feel safe, abundance will flow through you too. So it's a return to your emotional truth, to your center. It's giving you permission to soften and reconnect and heal. The only thing you may want to think about here is, are there old parts of you that you're hanging on to that you're ready to outgrow? Where are you still clinging on to this old identity because it feels safe? Because now is the time to shed. It's the time of letting go. Like think of it as molting your skin, and now you're stepping into this new healed version of yourself. So this is the spread for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any other questions, or if you'd like a personalized reading, I am offering personalized 3-card spreads. So if you want to message me about that, I can give you a little more detail about that as well. So thank you for tuning in for my Tarot Tuesday. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the chat. Thank you so much. Take care.